Can you see my tree better now? Now that it's not white on white?
Laugh out loud, love a lot, and shop for what makes you happy.
Hey guys, Mandy here with Laugh Love Shop. If this is your first time joining me, welcome. This is a lifestyle channel, so on top of beauty videos, I also do fashion videos, hauls, DIYs, home decor, all kinds of things. So I hope you'll click subscribe and stick around for a while. If you feel so inclined, you can hit the notification bell so you don't miss out on the fun. And as always, feel free to watch the videos that interest you and skip the ones that don't. And today I am coming at you with a get ready with me video, as the name implies. I asked in last Wednesday's video if that's something that would interest you, and I got a couple yeses, so here it is. Okay, my hair is freshly washed. I'm a little raspy because it's still the morning time. My husband has the big kids at Sunday school because it's Sunday as I'm recording this video. I have Rennie here on the floor next to me, chilling out, grabbing her toes like a baby. Have my coffee, and this mug is from the Dollar Tree, and it actually inspired my channel name. But instead of Live Love Shop, it's Laugh Love Shop. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take this Pacifica cactus water. It's a micellar cleansing water thing. And I'm just going to get the last bits of makeup off just in case I have any. Even though I did wash my face, sometimes, you know, makeup is stubborn. Next, I'm going to use this Rhode Dragon's Blood Hyaluronic Tonic. It's a toner that smells like roses. I like anything that smells like roses. The next two things I don't always use. This is an e.l.f. Focus. This is an e.l.f. acne spot treatment, and this is an e.l.f. eye roller ball thing. And I only use this obviously if I have broken out, but I do find that it really helps my pimples to subside much faster. And then this one I only use if my eyes are puffy, which lately they have been because I have not been getting much sleep. I've also been using this little sample that I got in a Tarte order when I got that mascara I talked about in my empties video, or was it my last Ipsy video? I don't remember. You guys watch my videos, you'll know. Let me know in the comments. And it's just this little packet, but it goes a long way. It's an eye, what's it called? Maracuja C Brightener. It's an eye treatment. So I've just been using that around the under eye and a little bit out to the side. Okay, more than a little bit out to the side. I actually go all the way out to my hairline because my smile lines out here on the outside corner of my eye go all the way to my hairline. Okay, now we're actually going to get into the makeup stuff, and I am still using my little everyday makeup bag thing of things that I'm trying to use up / want to get more use out of. So first up, I've got the little foundation thingy that came in my Ipsy bag last month. I'm still using it up, and this is actually going to last me a long time because I don't put foundation all over my face. I used to, but I don't anymore, and I just find that, like, my skin is my skin, and I would prefer it to look like my skin rather than look like I put makeup on it. Does that make sense? So I've just been mostly focusing on my nose. And I do use my fingers. Just ignore the baby crying. Just ignore her. It's fine. She's fine. I do use my fingers for a lot of my makeup. I am a finger painter when it comes to putting makeup on. So basically, I'm just putting the foundation on my nose because my nose gets really red really easily. And then I'm also putting some around my chin, especially right now because I do have these pimples on my chin. And then also some like right here under my nose because that gets pretty red too. And then sometimes I'll take more foundation and I'll just put it on my forehead because my forehead does get a little bit red, or like right here next to the sides of my nose because that gets kind of red too. But today it looks pretty good. And that's the thing, guys. First off, wearing less makeup makes me look younger. So that is one of the reasons why I started wearing less face makeup. I still love putting on the colored stuff, but as far as face makeup goes, less is more. And then the other thing is I have pretty decent skin, and so I try to only put makeup on the places that like I actually need it. My cheeks are perfectly fine. They're perfectly fine. I have a couple like beauty marks and stuff, but why would I want to cover that up? That's part of who I am. So the point of all that is just put makeup where you actually need it. Does that make sense? You use less product that way, so you're saving money. You look younger, so who doesn't want that? Okay, next I'm going to be putting on this Hard Candy Sheer Envy Primer Mist. And I put that on because I do put powder all over my face. And this is that Flower Beauty powder foundation. And the reason that I put powder all over my face, one, is because in my T-zone, I do tend to get a bit shiny, even though my skin used to be pretty oily, especially in the T-zone. It's not as bad anymore. It's sort of normalized a little bit, but it still gets a little bit shiny, and that's not exactly where I want my shine to be. And then I also put it on my cheeks just because I find that my blush blends in better when it has powder to blend in with. So that's that. Next I have the Milani blush. This is in Romantic Rose. It did used to have, excuse the cat digging in the litter box. It did used to have the flower embossing on it, but as you can see, I've kind of worn that down quite a bit. I'm just going to get some of that and put that on. Now for me, I have a long face, so width to length, it's pretty long. So what I like to do is I like to do things that make horizontal lines across my face. That's why whenever I wear a hat, it's usually got a wider brim because it makes a horizontal line across my face. And I do the same with my blush. So instead of just putting it here, I kind of sweep it across, all the way across my face, so that it breaks it up like this and makes my face look a little bit wider to match the length. Now sometimes if my blush didn't go on very smoothly, like if the mist kind of globbed in one place, it's nice to go back with my powder brush and maybe a little bit more powder, but sometimes just my brush, and buff it in so that it blends a little bit better and it's less patchy. Next for highlight, I'm going to go in with this eyeshadow that I had gotten from an Ipsy bag, and it is the Manicadar Beauty, and this is in the shade Fantasy. It is an eyeshadow, but I found that I really like it as a blush topper. This blush by Milani is very matte, and now that my skin is kind of normalizing, I kind of like a little bit more sheen to my face. So I'm just going to take that and kind of sweep it across the top of the cheekbones. And guys, I'm not a beauty guru, okay? I just know what works for my face. So again, this is kind of widening my face in the middle. If you have a round face, this is going to be a really bad technique. Don't do this. But if you have a long face like I do, it works really well to kind of have those horizontal lines. Finally, I'm going to put some bronzer on. This is the Ciate London Bamboo Bronzer in Palm Island. So I'm just going to take some of this and I'm going to put it across my hairline. Again, for me, this is kind of creating that horizontal line, making my face look not as tall. Now that we're done with the face stuff, I am going to be using this Milani eyeshadow primer. And it really just takes like the smallest bit for both eyes, guys. You do not have to use a lot of this stuff. Let me show you. See how tiny that is? And for my first eyeshadow, I'm going to use, this is actually a highlighter from Urban Decay. It came in an Ipsy bag, as a lot of this stuff did. But I'm going to use that all over my lid. And again, I'm finger painting this, guys. I love using my fingers as much as I can with my makeup because I just feel like I have more control that way. This way it's not getting all over the place where I don't want it. So let me tell you a little bit about my eyes. I have fairly hooded eyes up here. There's not a lot of lid space, especially when my eyes are open. And I have protruding eyes down here, which basically means I'm always gonna have this shadow under here because my eyeballs stick out underneath. And I don't hate that. I don't care. It's part of who I am. It's how my mom's eyes are. Several of my sisters have the same. Even Angelina Jolie has these sort of protruding eyes underneath. But because of that, I try not to go too dark on my lid because I want this to pop out more and I want this to pop out less. So I tend to go pretty colorful under here to make it less obvious that I have this huge bottom lid. And I tend to go really light and bright up here to make it stand out a little bit more. I hope that made sense. I need more coffee. And again, guys, I'm not a makeup artist. I just know what works for me and my face. Up next, I am going to use this sort of taupey shade that was from a Milani eyeshadow palette. You can look at my last empties video for information on that. I just depotted a couple of the shades. So I'm going to go in. This is a flat brush. There you go. You can kind of see it's kind of flat. It's a little bit fluffy, but it's pretty flat. And this is by Lottie London, which I love because my oldest daughter's name is Lottie, and it came in an Ipsy bag. You guessed it! So I'm going to take this and I'm going to wedge it up in my crease, and I don't know if I can do this and have you guys see at the same time, but we will try. And I really try with this shade not to get it on my lid because I just spent the last shade trying to get my lid to stand out, so it would be kind of silly to go back then and put some dark on it. Alright, now I'm just going to go back and I'm going to re-brighten right in here. I accidentally got some of that crease shade a little too far down on my lid, so I'm just going to go over it with the highlighter shade. Okay, now that I have that in my crease, it's time to like transition it out, because if I close my eyes, maybe you can't see it on camera, but if I close my eyes, it's like bright, really dark, nothing. So I'm going to go in with this sort of fluffier brush. I'm not a makeup artist, so I wasn't really going to talk about brushes per se, but I do really like the Real Techniques brushes. They are cruelty-free and good quality. They're not like the cheapest brushes, but they're kind of a good like middle of the road brush. Okay, now that we've worked on the transition a little bit, I'm going to go in with a brow bone shade. This is a vanilla shade, also from that Milani thing that I talked about earlier. And I'm going to use this brush, and this is a brush from Tarte. It came in my holiday kit from last year, but I really adore this brush. It's almost a complete like circle shape, and I just find it's really nice for putting on the brow bone. I don't really like to go sparkly on the brow bone. I just like it to kind of look like my skin, but lighter. And if you guys have darker skin than mine, you'll have to tell me what's your favorite kind of brow bone shade. Because I'm a fairly fair person. I'm not like ultra porcelain, but I am a fair person. But I know I have a few women of color friends who frequently comment down below, and my best friend is East Indian and Puerto Rican. So Brittany, you've probably seen her before. I know she was in a few of my Ipsy videos like a year and a half ago, but she doesn't really wear eyeshadow too much, so those of you who do, you'll have to tell me what's your favorite brow bone color. I'm really interested to know. Baby's getting cranky. This would have been a faster video if she was sleeping. So I'm done with the eyeshadow. I'm gonna go ahead in with some eyeliner and mascara. So for my top eyeliner, I'm going to go with this Cosmetics. This is their Velvet Smooth eyeliner. This is in chocolate. It is brown. I tend to prefer brown over black. I just find black is really stark on me. It makes me look like, oh, eyeliner and mascara, and then like nothing on the rest of my face. So I prefer brown. And I don't know if you're gonna be able to tell, but I don't really do wings on my outer corner. Because my lids are hooded, I just find that it kind of looks weird. It just gets a little funky out there. So I don't really do that. And I also don't connect my upper eyeliner to my lower eyeliner, because right in here, like between my two lids, my eyes do not like to take product, any product. So I just do my lashes separately. So for my lower lash line, I think I am feeling the purple. Again, this is the Cosmetics. This is in Eggplant. It's a really pretty purple shade. Next. It's like I have one transition phrase. Next, first, next, and finally. That's it, but a lot of next in the middle. Anyway, up next, I'm going to be using this mascara. This is the Physicians Formula mascara. It's their Sexy Booster. It's the black one with the red lace. This is one of my favorite drugstore mascaras, but it's on the pricier end of drugstore, but it smells like vanilla, and that just makes me really happy. Oh no. Is it all dried out? You have to make it till my Ipsy bag gets here. Did you guys know you're supposed to throw out your mascara after 3 months? So if you have a mascara that's... Oh my goodness. The power just went out. And I don't know which breaker it is. That's exciting. So I put my little mini ring light on. Hopefully that will help. It's a good thing we're almost done. But did you guys know that you're supposed to throw out your mascara every 3 months. So if you have a mascara that's been open for 3 months, you should probably throw it out. And usually when it comes to expiration dates, I'm like, whatever. If it doesn't smell bad, it's probably fine. If it's not changing texture, it's probably fine. But when it comes to mascara, like that's going on your eyes, and it can really like you can get, I don't know if you've ever had like your eye get like a hard thing in it. That could be from your mascara or because you didn't wash your mascara off before you went to bed. But anyway, you only have 2 eyes, so just keep them healthy, guys. I don't know why, but mascara always takes me the longest time to put on. I guess because I'm being like super careful, trying not to get it on my eyeshadow or whatever. But it's like the longest part of this whole process. Okay, now that the mascara is on, I'm going to use this Kokie eyeliner in Champagne, and I'm going to put it in my lower waterline. Okay, the eyes are done. All I have is lips. The baby is falling apart. Maybe she's actually ready to nap now. But I'm going to use this lip liner and this lipstick. This lip liner is, again, my Kokie Cosmetics. I did a haul of Kokie Cosmetics stuff and a review of it. I will try to remember to link that down below, but that's why I have all of this stuff and I'm trying to use it up. I didn't used to wear lip liner, but as I've gotten older, and I'm only 30, but as I've gotten older, I've noticed that my lip line is not as defined as it used to be. So that's why I started using it. It's easier to draw the outline and then fill it in than to try to draw the outline and fill it in at the same time with a lipstick. By the way, this is a retractable lip liner and it is in the shade Natural. Now for the lipstick, this is the Maybelline Touch of Spice. Maybelline is not cruelty free, so I will not be repurchasing this one. I'm trying to use it up. I've had it for a really, really long time. If you saw my video this past Wednesday, then you already know half of the information in this video, but I just feel like I have to say it again because what if you didn't watch it? But I've had this for a long time, and I'm trying to use as much as I can before the end of December. It looks like it might start to turn soon, to turn bad soon, and you're not supposed to keep lipsticks for this long anyway, but I just thought I'll give it to the end of the month and try to use it as much as I can, and then I'll get rid of it afterwards. Alright guys, that is it for the makeup. My hair is still kind of wet, so I'm going to go dry it and then curl it. So I think I'm gonna go curl it and I will be right back. So did you guys get snow this weekend? I saw that Texas got some snow and I was really disappointed. I was like, excuse me, I'm in Pennsylvania. Why is Texas getting snow before I am? But then we did get snow yesterday. It snowed all day yesterday and it was gorgeous. And if you follow my Insta stories or my Snapchat, I did post some videos and pictures there. I got a picture again this morning of the final accumulation because it is supposed to get above freezing today, so probably all the snow will melt, but I was just really happy to get some. But where are you guys, and did you get snow? Let me know in the comments down below where you're from and if you got snow. I forgot to mention earlier that I hairspray my eyebrows. I just always have. I know that using a gel is normal now, but I've just always hairsprayed them, so that's what I'm gonna do. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, be sure to give it a thumbs up, and I will talk to you next time. Bye!